Leaning into the more action-oriented playstyle of Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5 takes place in Africa, this time with two main characters, the returning Chris Redfield and the new Sheva Alomar. It can be played single player, however I've heard too many horror stories about the AI of the other characters to count, so I've wrangled up some pals to play co-op with. I'll be playing the game twice, one with my pal Chris controlling, well, Chris, and my other pal Dylan being Sheva, so I can know any differences and get the full Resident Evil 5 experience. Is it worth doing 2 playthroughs? Is it worth doing 1 playthrough? Let's get into it and find out. You start off by patrolling the streets, with it taking about 10 minutes tops for it all to just kick off. You're supposed to run away from the giant zombie mob in the start and escape sequence, only to have them box you in, leaving the pair with no other choice but to fight them off until more help arrives.
Whatever happens, we stick together.
Don't worry. I may not be as big as you, but I can still hold my own.
It's so weird hearing
Sonic.
yeah,
Is it dead goat? Question mark. Or is it a dog?
hearing Shinji.
Shinji.
Yeah.
Is Roger Craig Smith Shinji?
In Bleach.
Oh, I'm thinking it's an Ivan.
Be on a Monday morning before I've had my coffee.
Do you think Chris Redfield would like Charlie Kirk?
No, I don't. I don't think Chris Redfield knows anything about politics. I think he knows I think he knows go to gym, punch rock, eat hot chip, and lie.
I would agree with that. I think Chris Redfield's very cool, so he would agree with all of the political things that I agree with, and he would disagree with the things that I don't like.
Yeah, well, Leon would agree with what I agree with.
Leon would agree with whatever's funniest at the time.
Resi 5 is fully committed to the more action focus that Resident Evil 4 had, with you taking on hordes of enemies being a recurring theme. And while I don't have an issue with this focus necessarily, since the devs would have to naturally up the threat just on the basis of the game being co-op anyway, some gameplay choices do feel strangely backwards. As an example, the removal of being able to add herbs on the floor with ones in your inventory. You have to make space in your inventory and then combine it from there, when it was entirely possible in the prior ones, as well as having no option to increase the inventory size. You're stuck with 9 items between you, and I get their philosophy with it, like in Resident Evil 0, where you can swap the items between people, but in something like this, where you're going to be picking up items much more frequently, an attaché case-like system would be a lot more fitting. Or even a storage box that you can use in the world. You do have an infinite inventory in between missions, but there's no way to actually access that unless you're starting a new chapter or you're at a checkpoint and you've died. Combat is more or less identical to what we saw in 4, so it's good, and from time to time the game has these small sections where the characters need to split up in order to progress, like Chris having to boost Sheva up to higher ground so she can open a locked door for him. Also, I don't know why, but the fact that the first mini-boss is just some random infected white woman, it just amuses me. Like, why is she so special to get the first headworm parasite phase, huh?
Hey, what's wrong? Be careful, they may still be here.
Hey, what's wrong?
Or like how
Been bitten by a zombie or something.
it's like every single time he meets someone for the first time, he's like, "What the hell is happening with you? I've never seen this before."
I'm gonna call you Parasite.
I'm gonna call you Parasite Percy.
I downloaded it from their computer. Oh, you gotta get it to HQ.
Okay, plot twist. What I managed to get is from West's computer, and
Hey.
it's just that same JPEG.
Hey, hang in there.
Rebecca like 10,000 times. You know,
What JPEG of Rebecca?
Wishes in the the basketball suit.
I don't know what you're talking about
Oh,
actually.
and like Resident Evil, I think it's 2. If you look in Wesker's desk, there's like a picture
Kurt,
of
do you
Rebecca
copy?
and like a not
We got the
skin
data.
but like
That Alpha team is down.
more revealing kind of sports suit. She's playing basketball.
Who's Rebecca related to again?
I don't think she's related to anyone. I think she's just her own character.
Oh yeah, she is just a Stars member, isn't she? Yeah. That's wild. What's happened to this guy's leg? Do you look over here? Is it moving? Is this guy's leg moving?
It's wiggling.
What the fuck?
He's got the jitters. Do you want to pick up the shot?
Stop it! Stop! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah. I'm enjoying this a little too much.
You better be in the DLC.
He fucking grabbed that one, but mate.
Yeah.
You know what? Still would. What that mouth be doing?
Anyway, the first actual boss is introduced not long after, this big leech monster. The idea is to bait it to flammable canisters and shoot them, as well as getting it into this big ass oven to torture until it dies. Like all the other games, you'll come across ammo, healing items, and money by exploring, but you'll rarely get other guns too, as well as being able to buy various weapons in the shop after each mission or when you die. But something I found really odd as well with the inventory system is the guns are the only thing you can't share between players. Everything else is passable between people with no issue, meaning that in the event one player runs out of ammo and the other just doesn't have any to give for a particular weapon, but does have a spare gun that they're not using, that ammoless player is just shit out of luck and has to hope they find ammo for a gun they actually have on them. Which is another example of the game feeling a bit backwards compared to prior ones, because you could switch weapons in Resident Evil 0, which, like I mentioned, has that co-op system.
No, I won't.
Come on!
Okay.
I'll be your submissive little Chris.
My house.
My house broken Chris. My house broken puppy Chris.
It's pretty common to see elements from 4 lifted into 5, case in point this mini-boss that becomes a frequent enemy, who I can only describe as Dr. Salvador's scrawny cousin, complete with one-hit killing chainsaw and all. But I personally found him much easier to avoid than the aforementioned Doctor. Later on, the pair descend into some mines, with one player having to hold a light to guide the way forward, but leaving them open to attack with no way of defending themselves, meaning the other player will need to keep them safe unless the one with the light physically puts it down, which takes time, creating an interesting risk-reward dynamic to exploration, which I quite liked, and I wish the game went further with concepts like this, since this section is extremely brief.
It's time for you to meet the best character in the fucking game.
I've already met her. It was a white woman who got dragged away in chapter.
No, this one's better.
So you must be Irving.
Yeah, like Kiryu.
Wow, perceptive, aren't ya?
You think this is a joke? You're just like all the other pieces of scum terrorists.
Oh, I'm not like them. I'm a businessman with standards.
Drop the weapon.
Or
He sounds
how
like
about
the
you
rat
drop
from
yours?
Food Fight.
Yeah, he does. You despise me, don't you? Yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Ball version high heels.
suckers!
And that's the best character in the game.
After a quick run-in with a weasel in human form named Irving, seriously, this guy's mannerism just reminds me of that, the poo rat and food fight. Chapter 2-2 caps off with what's probably my favourite boss in this game, this gigantic bat insect thing with the aim of keeping it on the ground with explosives so you can deal damage to its weak spot, the big growth on its back.
The plot's really good for the Ganados.
You're...
Are they called Ganados in this, or are they
No, they're called zombies.
I need to talk about this. So in an earlier cutscene, we saw some zombies on motorbikes. Now, I get that these zombies are more intelligent as they're infected with a tweaked version of the Plagas virus from 4, which I'll also talk about later, but I initially thought that this was just going to be like a weird one-and-done thing for a cutscene. But no, you get a dedicated turret level where you have to take down zombies chasing you, not only on motorbikes, but also trucks and points where they try to cut you off with explosives. And this is just hilarious to me. It is jumping the shark in the best way possible. I was grinning ear to ear the entire time. It was such a fun segment.
In with the fucking Takeshi's castle. Oh, he's going straight into the drain!
It caps up with a boss against El Gigante while you're turret bound, having to manage shooting projectiles that it throws at you, mooks that periodically show up, and the weak spots of the monster itself.
Take this, you ugly bastard!
That's just rude.
Oh.
Oh, do you?
What if Chris just hit Sheva right there and just went, we almost fucking died.
Like, that
this
was
is like
really scary. I didn't sign up for this.
This is really fucking scary. I just want to go home, Sheva. Fuck this place.
I think Trevor would be like, fair fucks, mate. Let's go get...
That's the thing that fucking sends Chris Redfield over the edge. He's like, nah,
a gigantic guy.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
I'm fucking fed up with this, mate.
What about you?
A big part of Chris's motivations for being here is that him and Jill confronted Wesker, only for the latter to sacrifice herself to take him down, but her body hasn't been discovered, despite him finding a photograph of someone resembling her taken after the incident, and Sheva knows that Umbrella were behind numerous cover-ups in her hometown, and the events of this game are in some way connected to them.
Chris, wait!
I don't have much time. I have to find her.
I'm going with you.
How long has Sheva known Chris for?
Like half a day.
Dying here.
Are you sure about
okay,
this?
that's fair. Okay.
Second
I was
ago,
gonna
you
say
were
if she
cut
was
and
just
run.
like, I'm here
I
to
can't
support
just
you,
turn
I'd be
my
like,
back and walk away.
no, I'm sorry.
No more orders from here on in. It's just us.
We're partners.
I would not go into a
To the
fucking
end.
deathly situation for someone I
let's
knew
get
for
moving.
like an afternoon.
Especially if you look like this.
Yeah, especially if he came up to my country in a fucking Mad Max gimp outfit.
Especially if he
like-
legitimately looked me in the eyes and he said, copy that.
I'm going with you.
Yeah.
These are
Chris,
my
you
people
just
that are
earned yourself a
dying here.
park.
Are you sure about this?
Chris, well,
Second
what
ago,
did
you
you
were
mean by
ready to
my
cut and
people
run.
dying here? What the hell?
I can't just turn my back and walk
You know.
away.
Oh yes, it's the boat level. Absolutely, this is the boat level.
So we've gone from turret section to turret boss to boat level.
Yeah. I like the boat
Sick.
level.
He really minces it up here. Oh, also, yeah, supervisor. I am pretty
No
cool.
superhero. But together.
I'm no superhero, I'm
We
just
can
a
end
normal
this.
man who punches bullets with
Then
fun.
let's make a stand
I'm no
for our
superhero.
fallen
I'm just a man who looks and dresses like this.
Hang on.
I'm just a humble gimp.
I'm just a humble gimp.
Much like,
Bill looks so bad right now.
like bad as in poorly designed.
Bad AF.
Chapter 3-1 takes a lot of cues from the section after dealing with Del Lago in 4, not just because it takes place on a lake, but it's more of an open section with little islands dotted around the map, so it's more reminiscent of 4 remakes post Del Lago bit, now that I think about it. It's up to the player to decide on where they want to go to gather key items, to create a key, to open up a path forward, and this is a section that I look back on really fondly. I wish that the game had more of these open-ended sections, to be honest.
Whoa, looks like I've stumbled upon a Resident Evil village.
Oh no, oh no, oh
Looks
no,
at
oh
camera.
no, no. I hope there are no sexy vampire
I
women
hope
who
there's
will
no
stomp
10-foot
on me for
I hope there's no
money.
10-foot women specifically being cock and ball torture in the facility. That'd be just terrible.
Look at this guy!
What? Okay, hold on, we're gonna listen.
Let's see if he gets it.
I believe it. Oh, he did! No, he didn't! The second he touched the ground, he disappeared. Oh, he did it!
I mean, we're no match for them. I've got unfinished business.
The hard drive containing data on the BOW
Oh, well, that's all I
experiment
need to
had a
hear.
picture
Let's
inside.
go finish Chris's
The
business.
picture was of Chris's friend.
That's all I care about now.
Friend? I'm not leaving until I catch Irving and find out what the hell's going on here.
You know what else is like dogs?
Finally, I've managed to pick up some ammo without Joe fucking stealing it.
I'm sorry that I'm on the ammo getting grind set and you're on the snooze you lose grind set.
Chapter 3-3 has quite the upturn in difficulty in my view. On both playthroughs we ended up dying a good few times before we managed to finally progress. It's more of a stop and go type of level, initially riding along a speedboat until you're stopped by a large gate, having to get off and clear enemies so you can open up the way forward and continue on. And I think the difficulty is purely down to the sheer amount of enemies with explosive weaponry specifically that makes this section challenging.
Me when I eat too many Rice Krispie treats before midnight.
Afterwards we finally meet Irving again, with him being the boss this time around. Similar to the El Gigante fight, you're on a boat with 2 gun turrets and 2 rocket ones, having to shoot at his tentacles until the main body is exposed, dodging his strikes when prompted, and striking the weak spot till you win. And overall it's fine. It's not my favourite, I liked the more open aspect of the big bug guy, but it's harmless.
What's really funny about RE6?
What are you talking about? Is it
The virus is called the C virus.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it because they're making them all sick?
No, it's because it's coronavirus, Joe.
The following chapters will see Chris and Sheva exploring these underground ruins, with the introduction of these new enemies which I lovingly call ugly, annoying fuck-off spiders. And the whole underground temple segment is a bit of a mixed bag for me. I mean, I like the sections where you're moving past giant magnifying glasses like your particularly shifty ants, and opening up pathways deeper into the temple by pulling corresponding levers.
I'm gonna make you my prison.
No, why do you know so much that happens in Family Guy?
I dabble. It's kind of like Jungle Run when you think about it.
You know all about Jungle Run, wouldn't you?
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
What are you trying to say? Go on, show the class.
But the laser puzzle is agonizingly boring, plus it being a one-hit kill if either of you fuck up doesn't help with the tedium factor either. Plus there's a room which is just filled with snakes. No thank you, I know it's technically optional, but the fact that it exists perturbs me.
No!
I didn't know that was gonna go across. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought it only went a quarter, like a fifth, like a quarter.
Why would you think that?
Because that's what the rest of them have done.
Why would you think that?
That's what literally every other one's done.
Joe, you got me fucked up, dog.
By this point, it's been more than obvious who's been masterminding the events of the game, but it's finally properly revealed that Wesker survived the flashback and has been working with this new character, Excella, to develop this new virus, dubbed Ouroboros. I do like how they managed to tie it back to separate ways, since we can connect the dots that Wesker had Ada collect a sample of the Plagas to take to him so he can alter it for his own evil machinations. It's continuity points like this that I always appreciate in games.
He seems really annoyed he's in the presence of
It appears your old friend, Chris Redfield,
really
has come to pay you a visit.
He only has eyes for Chris.
Do I sense concern?
The plan is in its final stages. I will not tolerate delays.
I've made a tumble post about you, Excella, and it's not very flattering. Now please leave.
Also,
The preparations
You're
are...
about
There she
fuck
is.
me and fuck you.
Then you can leave.
Good.
Holy shit, bro.
I knew you were gonna do. Just injecting him with the mojo.
You know, I was surprised Las Plagas.
It's the mojo that fat bastard stole.
When you first arrived, I had my doubts.
I have
Now
stolen
Ouroboros is
Osmhouse's
complete.
mojo. That's how
Your
Wesker got
position
bitch
in
pregnant.
Tri-Cell is secure.
Oh.
No, this is
I
how he
have
got
my
the
eyes
pitch
set on
picture.
something much bigger.
I now have mojo. I'm unstoppable.
You'll be needing a partner, right?
Is she talking about his cock?
Someone suitable to join you in your new
She's talking about the
world.
Wesker
I
cock of
believe
New
I've
World
proven
Order.
I'm worthy, haven't I?
I'm surprised Wesker fucked anyone who wasn't Rebecca.
I'm surprised
be
Wesker
honest.
fucked anyone. He didn't fuck Rebecca, he just goons to her.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. I'm surprised he settled for
That's why he
anyone.
wears sunglasses, because his eyes are constantly rolled in the back of his head.
To become a god.
That right is now mine.
I love his swapping accents with each game.
I believe I should thank you,
To
Spencer.
be fair, it is like a different.
No,
actor
I know it's a different voice
in the
actor,
remix.
but even in the original, he didn't have like the British twang to it. He just spoke.
I mean, yeah, but that was also different voice
I know,
actor.
but what I'm saying is I like that all the different voice actors make it seem like he just swaps accents when he feels like it, like when he gets bored.
Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
The person who
It
said
makes
that kind of
me
reminds me of
sweet.
you.
Huh?
The person who sang that kind of reminds me of you.
Asker Langley saw you.
Yep. Remember when you said she was your favourite character?
I've literally never said this. I don't know who my favorite
pretty sure you did.
Evangelion character is.
I'm pretty sure you said it was Asuka.
Probably Kaoru. Genuine
Do you
question: who is your favorite Evangelion character?
Pen.
Okay, yeah. You can't. Okay, Pen's cheating because like he's too cool.
But the rest kind of suck.
Pen solos your verse. What's wrong with Ray?
Do you remember Rebuild 4?
Oh no! No! Oh, I did so well to genuinely forget.
Yo.
What?
What is love? Shut up! Shut up!
Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Oh, I'm genuinely like
Where you at?
annoyed now.
Where you at?
Like actually.
No, but like where you at?
Oh,
you
I'm
shut
back
up.
at the start. I was thinking of my ammo. Oh, I was behind cover. I don't understand how that hit us. Like genuinely.
This puzzle's fucking dog shit.
This is like one of the worst parts of the game.
This sucks fucking ass.
This sucks my
Why is it insta-kill?
Should at least put you to the dying thing so you can get revived.
Past the temple, the pair now delve deeper into some Resident Evil trademark laboratories. Every game's gotta have them, and it's in here we get the reintroduction of an enemy we've seen in prior games, the Licker of Resi 2 fame.
Hold on. Come here. Come here, you've got space.
Thank you.
Come by that one.
Oh well.
Yo, the AK-74?
You want it? It's yours, my friend. As long as you have it. Oh wait, you got a machine gun. Oh.
Yeah? Do you want a machine
You
gun?
can't give guns.
Why?
You're just not allowed to.
That's stupid as fuck!
It is stupid. Uh-oh. Creatures on the
Well.
wall.
Thank God there weren't more of them.
Yeah, we wouldn't last in a fight with a whole horde.
That's called foreshadowing.
They really just drop a fuck ton of them in these rooms with paper thin glass. On one hand, it's cool to see them make a return, but the sheer amount of them and the ease of dispatching them compared to their original iterations do take away from their fear factor for me. Deeper in, there's this big spider boss who's honestly just there for me. I don't think it's bad, but it's nothing stand out either. It's like your perfect example of your bog standard Resident Evil boss fight. However, from this point, the bosses, in my opinion, take a sharp downturn in quality, starting with this leech fella that Excella sets on you.
For some reason I think you can shimmy over the, or like, hop over the...
Are you fucking kidding me? There's no way that Resident Evil has the technology for that. Get fucked. The movie wasn't very good. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Still going.
Damn.
Head in the left.
Come on!
Get that booty moving, white boy.
I don't like it when you say things to me like that.
Sheva said it, not me.
99% of the cutscenes is them just like pensively
like
walking around with a gun in front of yeah.
To be fair, in this world, I would also be ready with a firearm at all times.
The idea is similar to the first boss in the game. You distract it via the weapons you have on hand and the flammable canisters, while the flamethrower in the room charges up and you can do some real damage to it. The issue is, well, the flamethrower doesn't work properly. No matter how many times we used it in both playthroughs, the boss just would not die from it. So I ended up doing a little bit of research, and as far as I can tell, this fight might just be bugged outright. In the gold version, which is the version I played for the video and the version available on all modern platforms, the frame rate was bumped to 60 frames per second from the original game's 30. Now, I'm not so sure about the tech behind it, but the flamethrower seems to be tied to the frame rate, meaning that, as far as I'm aware, in the gold edition, it is impossible to kill the boss in the intended way. Honestly, the best thing I found to do was buy a rocket launcher just before the fight, use the flame grenades dotted around to expose its weak spot, then just use the rocket launcher to get the fight over with. Like, we had to do this both times. If I'm wrong about this, please let me know in the comments, but as far as we both could try on both playthroughs, we just couldn't kill it via the intended way. It just would not die from the flamethrower.
You know what's fucked up?
A lot of things.
Before you got into the series, me and Connor were meant to play this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then he played it with his fucking wife.
Wives, am I right?
You're not wrong.
Women, am I right, boys?
Mashallah.
Can I get a hey up in here?
You get inshallah, brother.
I may have my qualms about the section I've just discussed, but I do quite like the later segment where one player has to navigate these higher platforms, while the other does their best to snipe lickers though. It does get to a point where it's basically impossible for the sniper to get all of them, but I do find the dynamic of this quite fun. Anyways, we get a boss against Wesker and a mind-controlled, now blonde, Jill, and as fun as the cutscene and setup for the fight is, the actual boss just isn't.
Look at those pants!
Yeah.
Oh my!
Wesker! He knows his fucking trippy air.
This is Wesker.
I'm
We
just
last
logging
met
the
at
lips.
the Spencer estate, wasn't it? Well, isn't this
I am
one
wearing
big
the all alligator
family
print.
I find it really funny that not only
I
did
would
he
expect
like,
you
he
to be
turned Jill
happier
evil, he
to
turned
see
her blonde,
us.
he changed her whole hair colours.
So slow to catch on.
Well, blondes have more fun. Yeah.
You reckon he's been shagging her?
No.
Well, she's been
Wesker's
very
never
long.
had sex.
Chris.
What?
He's got a kid.
Are you sure that's her?
Nuh-uh.
The one
He extracted his sperm and put it in a test tube from his own lungs. He didn't do it.
Oh.
I refuse to believe it.
Yo! Mid-air kick
It's so silly.
Every fight going forward does a really poor job at conveying what you actually have to do to progress. If you shoot Jill too many times, she'll just croak. She's more of a distraction than anything here, so what you actually have to do is bait Wesker into hitting you into a door to the left, and just shoot/melee him till he gets bored and fucks off.
A challenge after all this time, Chris. How disappointing.
You didn't more of a challenge, you got mobbed.
No.
Yes.
Go!
It's just like that, I'm bored now.
So I'm gonna go play Angry Birds on my phone.
Stop!
She'll never turn to normal.
Alright, then that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. What the fuck is a problem?
Afterwards you battle with Jill on her own, where again it's really poorly conveyed that you need to restrain her while the other player takes a shot at and then tries to tear out the weird jewel looking thing in her chest. Yes, Wesker, the placement of this was absolutely essential to your grand design. I see what you're doing, you gooner.
Don't you recognize me?
You mash it until I get... Oh fuck, where did you go?
She hissed and ran up the wall! Do we fight the big booby lady at any point, by the way?
Yeah, I think so.
Hell yeah, I want to see Chris punch her fucking lights out. There better not be any spooky ghouls to jump up and go boo.
Come on!
No.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
That's what I think of that. You deceived me!
I should change her.
Excella is definitely the best of a bad bunch. The gimmick is intuitive enough at least, using your normal weaponry to stagger the boss while the fuck-off laser gun charges up. You ideally want to use it on the main core of her body, but it's good to use it at any point you can in order to hold her back, since if she's not damaged enough within a certain amount of time, she'll just instantly destroy the terrain you're on, ending the boss fight early. I can't say I especially dislike the fight, but I didn't really enjoy it much either. After a final mental gauntlet of all the strongest foot soldiers Resident Evil 5 has to offer, it's time to finally take the fight to Wesker himself.
I can't even comprehend.
This guy's lost.
This guy's lost.
This guy sucks my ass!
Keeping up the theme of poor conveyance, the way to win is now shifted. One player needs to keep him distracted while the other finds a rocket launcher with ammo dotted around the map, then fire at him to make sure he catches the rocket, shoot the rocket while being close but not too close you get caught in the explosion, so he can be restrained and the other player can inject him to overload him with his own virus. Do you see how convoluted this all sounds put together? And like I say, nothing is done to convey this in the game, it's just purely trial and error until you work all the steps out.
Sheva! Come on!
He said it!
As I'm sure you can expect though, this isn't the end of him, as Sheva, Chris and Wesker end up crashing into a volcano with a transformed Wesker, leading to the final confrontation and one of the most iconic moments from this game that isn't a Wesker quote, the boulder punching special courtesy of Chris.
The fuck was that?
From the game and appeared behind.
Bullshit!
That was kind
Just
of
another
daddy.
one of Umbrella's.
This man is actually a predator.
What a thing to say. You're not wrong, but... Sheva, no! Don't sacrifice yourself. You'll go blonde.
I like how if the like they would just instantly fucking evaporate here.
Yeah, they would. They'd all just be skeletons.
No.
Why?
Climb that up.
Did you die instead? What happened?
What the fuck is this game?
What happened? How did you die instantly?
I tried to run around him to get out the way of his fucking swing.
No, you just meant to run away from him at this point.
And he just fucking twatted me.
That was really funny.
I guess you understand, Chris.
Wild
Do you really
everywhere.
Raise your head into the air.
So does the multiplayer just not have any 2Ds?
No, it does. It's just not in cutscenes. It's just only in gameplay.
That's lame. I want the full experience.
I think it's
As has been the case with all of his fights so far, the way of defeating Wesker here is annoyingly specific too. Bait him onto the small patch of land, strike his core which can either be on his stomach or back, enough to stun him, while also avoiding his circular tentacle attack since I believe it's an instant kill, until you can restrain him and expose his weak point, getting a QTE prompt to go ham on him, and there you have it unless you use a rocket launcher to just end it early.
Let the voice of us take you higher.
He died because he fucking slipped.
Wesker is intent on taking everyone else down with him, but Jill and new minor character Josh come in clutch with a helicopter decked with rocket launchers. Josh has been in this game prior to this, by the way, he just hasn't really done a ton, so I hadn't mentioned him till now. But anyway, they all come in clutch, letting Chris and Sheva deliver the final blow together, and as far as I know, finally killing off the menace for good, ending the story of Resident Evil 5.
Fucking dead.
brown bread.
Bro's got in the drink.
Hi Jill, you're still alive.
Well, she's not a
Man,
brother,
I'm
she's
glad.
a sister.
I'm glad that no Americans died in this movie.
I couldn't handle it if an American died in this.
I couldn't handle it if a white person died in this game.
What about the Weasel Man? He was white, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did, actually. Yeah.
We always have one.
It's over.
Yeah.
Wesker doesn't count because he's canonically British now.
Finally.
I'm here too.
I've been here the whole time.
More and
He's
more,
been the
I
smartest
find
guy
myself
so far,
wondering
being like,
if it's all
listen,
worth
I'm
fighting
gonna be
for.
as far away from this shit as possible.
For a future
But
without
close
fear.
enough to you to not get killed.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, this game's over, I feel absolutely fucking nothing.
They've got the DLC. That's
We
Chris.
do.
It's screwing up the windows.
Next time in the DLC!
The game does have more story content to it though, having 2 pieces of DLC that come by default with the Gold Edition titled Lost in Nightmares and Desperate Escape. I'll be covering the former first. Lost in Nightmares is the playable version of the backstory that Chris explained to Sheva about him and Jill exploring the Spencer estate, and this is all a gigantic love letter to the original Resident Evil in particular, complete with the classic door opening animations and other homages such as a bigger emphasis on puzzles, even returning ones like the Moonlight Sonata one, and equivalents of iconic moments like being jump scared in a similar looking area where you first found the original zombie.
She just randomly get blonde.
Jill legitimately is just like,
Understood.
blondes do have more fun, Chris.
I'm
and then
going to
picks
turn
him
you
in.
into my evil little bimbo, my evil little blonde bimbo.
Let's move.
And put a Chaos Emerald in your boobie.
Oh,
I really hope,
What did Wesker mean by that? He did that, he's got the pictures of Rebecca on his desk. I think he's a little bit of a pervert. Okay,
That's a lot of
I'm gonna
ammo.
make a Resident Evil 5 creepypasta. But I'm playing as Jill, and then by the time I finish the game, I've turned blonde.
oh my god.
Yes, it's part of Jill's storyline.
You making me play the piano at gunpoint?
Fucking. Fucking play it.
I'm sorry, I'm playing it. I'm playing it very beautifully.
Fuck it up.
Ask and I'll receive.
No, that was a C minor.
You don't see any examples till like a good while.
Oh my god.
Never mind. He wasn't in there first time I played.
The fuck? The fuck is he?
That guy.
You sure know how to keep a girl waiting.
Yeah, Chris. You sure know how to keep me a girl waiting.
You're not a girl.
A voluptuous, fertile woman waiting.
Oh, don't say
You're not even a voluptuous, fertile man.
You're right. You called me.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you make
drop
that
it,
noise,
drop
bitch.
it now. Okay, I thought we'd kill him.
I'm genuine. Like my mouth opened in shock there.
I spit my fucking sugar puffs all over the fucking screen. I can't fucking I can't get to the door, you fucking fat ass in the way.
I'm sorry that my fucking juicy BBL dumpy was blocking your path. It's not my fault.
It deviates from the original Resi layout by the time you descend into this prison-looking area, complete with these monsters with anchors that are instant kills if your partner doesn't revive you. The situation just goes from bad to worse for the two, falling into the sewers and losing all weapons found in the estate in the process. The only way to progress and defeat the monsters being this pretty fun puzzle, discovering cranks for coloured spike traps, having one player bait the enemies under them and the other letting go at the right moment in order to finish them off. The DLC ends in a playable fight with Wesker that we saw in a cutscene, and once again, the mechanics are really poorly fucking conveyed. The game wants you to shoot at him enough times to get him to run at you so the other player can smack him around when prompted, and the game must really want the other player to lay him out because if Wesker gets to his original target, there's no way in hell you're getting out of the QTE. I swear to God, if Wesker puts you in one, they are next to impossible to avoid without taking a fat chunk of damage. Overall, I liked most of what Lost in Nightmares had to offer, but that final Wesker fight really made the experience end on a sour note for me.
This fight is so
I expected
more
from you.
I expected more from you.
Yeah, it's the end. You so fucking
He's sick again.
Jill!
No!
Yo.
Are you alright?
Chris.
What do you do if she saw Chris? She looked him up and down, went like, ugh, and went back to sleep.
What would you do if if he was holding like a baby and she looked up and then she just like sicked up a little bit on the chin?
She'd be really embarrassed. She'd be like, shit, this is what I'd say. Oh God, forgive me.
The latter piece of DLC, Desperate Escape, depicts how Jill and Josh made it to the ending of the game, with them having to fight through a seemingly endless onslaught of zombies. Part of the point of me playing this twice was to get the experience of each character, but I forgot that I played Josh twice and didn't bother checking until I finished both playthroughs already. Whoops. But Desperate Escape does something that honestly I wouldn't have minded seeing in the main campaign. The respective protags have a specific weapon tied to them, like Jill starting with a submachine gun and Josh with a pistol, for example. And in Lost in Nightmares, it's up to the players to distribute who has what weapon. It's a lot more free-flowing in that regard. Of course, you pick up other guns in this piece of DLC too, and it's ultimately up to the players to decide who gets what gun when coming across others, but it gives an, albeit very minor, sense of replay value that I think could be greatly expanded upon if Capcom committed to this concept of certain characters specialising in particular weapons.
Oh my god.
Since when could they fucking do that?
Since when did they know parkour? Oh my god, I didn't expect that!
Instead of a boss fight, the DLC caps up with a horde segment, having to use everything at your disposal to stay alive while you wait for Josh's pilot pal Doug to pick you up, which makes sense. The DLC made a point of showing off its more action focus since moment 1. Dedicating one campaign to survival horror and the other to action was a smart move in my view. Anyway, like all pilots in this series, Doug bites the dust and Josh has to fill said vacancy very suddenly so he and Jill can go and support Chris and Sheva's final fight against Wesker.
I like this Doug Bowser.
Still cool. Oh, that was a very necessary
That was a
shot.
necessary shot. I love that.
Like in the prior titles, there are other modes such as Mercenaries, but I'm only interested in the story campaigns for these videos. This game more than any other did tempt me to record some footage of it though, so maybe I'll make a dedicated video to the various side modes throughout the games. Let me know if you guys would fancy that. In any case, I have to say that I enjoyed my time with Resident Evil 5. While understanding why the heavier focus on combat may have been disappointing to longtime fans at the time, it doesn't abandon its horror roots completely. It's definitely not my favourite in the series, as I feel I've made it quite clear that I have major issues with a lot of the boss fights. I had a good time in both my playthroughs, but it's a title that I feel loses steam the more it goes on. When I think about the sections that I'm most fond of, it's those first chapters of traversing through the streets of Africa or exploring on the speedboat. The later sections, the laboratory onwards mainly, I just think of as tedium and frustrating bosses really. Overall, Resident Evil 5 is worth a playthrough, just make sure you have a buddy to experience it with you, and you definitely don't need to play it twice. I'm glad I did, it was an interesting little experiment for this video, but the experience is 99% the exact same both times. You do not lose out on anything significant whatsoever by not going through as the other character in the main campaign. But the DLCs, especially Desperate Escape, I could see an argument for it being worthwhile to experience both characters' sides of the story, as they do use different weapons like I mentioned, which makes for a more unique gameplay experience. And honestly, I would really be up for them doubling down on this part of the game in like a Resident Evil 5 remake. I'm not one of those people who think because of the setting it couldn't be done. I just think there's no issue with it. This is probably something that I'm guessing people wanted me to touch on in the video, the whole controversy of it being set in Africa, but I just don't really see the need to. As someone who is mixed race, I've never had an issue with this. And numerous times, both Sheva and Chris point out how horrible it is that Wesker and Tricell are targeting these people. Like, there's just no issue with it as far as I'm concerned. So I think a Resident Evil 5 remake is more than possible, and as I was saying, I think it would be really worth them doubling down on certain characters specializing in certain weapons or certain skills aspect of it, as that would increase the replay value in a gameplay sense. But I'd like to know your guys' thoughts on Resident Evil 5, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like it if you did, and subscribe for more, but I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.